everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just thank you for the support. The beautiful vibes that you are guiding towards my way is I said totally appreciate it. I don't know why I was about to say two things at one time. It's totally appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. Also, if you feel like the videos are very uplifting, informative, um, or gives you good insight that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath going through trying times at the moment and just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music that I'm listening to today is called Breathing, Calming Music for Stress, Anxiety Relief with Gentle Rolling Waves. I'm separate eating a fruit snack. And I will be posting that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyoka is transitioning as universe has you releasing much unwanted baggage. We're all heading towards the next um well for the next year that's coming like swiftly. So it's just like been so crazy. I know a lot of us has been going through some intense changes. You're allowing yourself to um release a lot of things that has brought you towards your spiritual awakening. Everybody has dealt with their fair share of trauma, mishaps, and just toxic situations that has really awakened you and allowed you to view life as well as people that you connect with in such a different way. Everything has been becoming so hectic and heavy. A lot of us are having those feelings that, there's uh like dark, that dark energy that has been floating around you. But like I told y'all from the last videos I did, this is something, it's like a vacuum that's sucking everything out of you that doesn't need to no longer be there. It served its purpose, and at times it's hard for us to see negative situations bringing a positive outcome. At times it's all about what you have been through. It's just like, how is this supposed to be positive? Because the universe is like, look, this is something that was needed to happen. But it's all how you look at a lot of things. So it's just like, lately I've been so drained. I'm doing so much for myself, and is for my soul family. And it's just been a lot of things I have been allowing myself to release. I've been doing a lot of crying, and it's just like it's good to cry because you're releasing a lot of things that has, never served a positive impact for you. A lot of times we hold on to pain, grief, and sad memories, because it's like we've held on to them for so long. But it's allowing you to use that to strengthen you in so many different ways. The universe has so much in store for us, blessings that we asked for, prayed for, and even stuff that we didn't even realize is about to be impacted in our life on so many levels from so many different directions. And at times it's hard to feel like, are these things coming for me? You've been waiting for things for so long, that you've been trying to manifest in your life, but universe wants to be able to present these things to us, but they want us to allow ourselves to release that unwanted baggage that we've carried so long for, like, what do they call it, security blankets. And these things are coming to the surface, for you to be able to part ways with. And it can be overwhelming. It can take you through emotional changes, but those emotional changes are, good for you. A lot of times we experience things and it really, really, really puts us in a funk. It makes your whole, you know, uh, demeanor change. And it's like, as soon as I said that, my phone vibrated like crazy, and it's just like all these things that, I'm allowing myself to feel, I'm allowing myself to acknowledge, because a lot of times, when we have dealt with traumatic situations or toxic situations, we usually, um, suppress those things. But that's not a healthy way of dealing with things. We have to be able to come, um, basically come to terms with them, allow ourselves to know, when it comes to certain situations, like if people put you in, or making the wrong decisions that you placed yourself in. These all had to take place in your life, for you to be able to grow from them. Allow yourself to understand these are the things that, universe needed to teach you. You needed to acknowledge. And it's just at times it's really hard to do that. Because it's just like, God, dog, why do I got to keep dealing with this? Or, why am I still stuck in situations? And you have to understand, and I had to tell myself the same thing. When you're still stuck in a place you do not want to be anymore, is something that the universe needs you to acknowledge, something that you need to come to terms with. When it comes to people that has hurt you, that is mostly a blessing in disguise, because those painful situations, or those traumatic situations, has strengthened you. A lot of times when we have, instead of it strengthening us, we put a wall up to where we feel like, what, I don't need to trust people, or there's people who are going to always come back and hurt me, or it just feels like the world is out there to get you. And it's not always like that. People hurt people. Usually when it's people that puts us in trying situations, because they're still suppressing stuff that they need to heal from. And we should never take that personal, even though it might be directed at us. You never should take it personal. A lot of things has transpired in our lives. It's just like with me for the last 2 days, I haven't really been getting enough sleep. Or, I wake up like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, okay. I say, I really need this sleep. You really need to catch up on. But obviously there's something in my life that is, that is coming to where I need to acknowledge. And all these different changes are such a blessing to us. A lot of situations, that we can look at when certain things just popped off in our lives. It's allowing you to see, when it comes to hard times, it's allowing you to see the true intentions of others that are in your life, that, they want you to reevaluate your circle, allow yourself to set free from anything that is, not serving you in the highest purpose, is taking more out of you than it's investing in you. And those are the things that you need to come to terms with. Know your worth on all levels. If it's a situation, is it bringing me joy, or is it, dragging me down lower than I was before? Or are these things uplifting and positive? Those are the things that it's like for the last 2, 3 years, it's been, life altering. It's been very heavy. It's been hectic. You can have some bit of, a calming time, happy time, but then it feels like it's short lived. And these are the things that's uplifting us. These are the things that's educating us off of all different levels that we truly needed. If we allowed ourselves to step back and really truly see what certain situations had to transpire, just for us to acknowledge, just for us to be strengthened, just for us to be able to educate on things that we needed to learn within certain situations, or within certain people that we, connect with. And it's just like, when I look at the situations that I've been in lately, and just everything that has just been going on in my life, it's been a blessing on so many levels. And it's just like, sometimes it's hard to see it at that moment when you're going through so many different things, but it's just like so much better is coming into our lives is on its way there, that nobody can stop. You can't even stop. Everything is inevitable. Everything goes in circles. Everything comes back to repeat itself, especially when it comes to, dark things, if you're not allowing yourself to acknowledge it, but also blessings as well, just because of all the things that you have been enduring, all the things that you had to wake yourself up to really see. And, at times it makes you feel like your life is falling apart, or it makes you feel like, gosh, why are these things attacking me in that way? But if you feel like you're being attacked, you have to be able to see, why are these things able to attack me? Because a lot of times when we don't have that faith and confidence on ourselves, and we leave ourselves unguarded, not guard yourself by thinking everything and everyone is coming at you that have bad intentions, but it's allowing you to be able to trust your intuition, trust the vibes that certain situations as well as certain people are giving off. Allow yourself to really see it, trust those, that's the reason why we have, those type of things. We got like these vibe, indicators. So it's like, okay, is this situation or this person, good intentions for me? Or is this something I need to connect with just for me to be able to acknowledge what is already inside of me? Because a lot of times you have to understand, the world is not coming back, punishing you, is reacting to you. Like attracts like, so it is just a blessing to me that, this is allowing me to see that so many things has changed in my life, because I have far barely any kind of negative impacts that has been, placed in my life. It's just all about, things that I'm coming to terms with. It was really hard to, because it's like sometimes that truth does hurt, but you need to rather be appreciating of that truth that hurts than some fake BS is coming at you that's totally not real. When it comes to certain situations where you're in, like toxic relationships, and you're allowing yourself to part ways with those certain, situations, you're allowing yourself to acknowledge the things that you have allowed to have your power, that you put too much focus in, too much energy in. I feel blessed about every person that I've met, any person I've connected with, whether it was a friend or acquaintance, or a partner, because all those different things is coming to your life. A lot of times we put, seasonal people with lifetime expectations, and a lot of times that is our fault, because you've seen how things were going. You allowed yourself to compromise a lot of positive situations, for you to be able to fulfill for somebody else. And that's, you shouldn't allow yourself to be unfair towards yourself. You shouldn't allow somebody that type of energy to invade. The last 24 or 48 hours, it really had me thinking about a lot of things that I have been through, a lot of things that has transpired into my life, when it came to somewhat of a family. I don't really want to call them family. Those were just life altering experiences. It's just when it came to people that, were in my life to be, that parent or whatever. I really can't call my mom's ex-husband a parent because he really wasn't there. But, even though there's a lot of painful things that he has caused in my life to really mess me up emotionally, mentally, and physically, as well as spiritually, it broke me down in all different directions. But then when I allow myself to know, what, I'd be damned if I'm going to sit up here and keep giving this situation as well as him, um, any kind of power in my life, any kind of attention. This is the situation that they have helped me, really allow me to see the strength within myself that has been growing every single day. Allowing myself to really learn and think about that, because it's like at times, it really, ego wanted me to keep thinking about all the things this man has placed in my life, all the things he's done to me, that really made me look at life different. you know and when I allowed myself to truly release all that unwanted baggage about that situation, I had to really tell myself that higher self is like, yes, this is the most heaviest, most, heartbreaking experience you have ever been through. But look at it as this being your spiritual blessing. This is a metaphysical blessing. All these different things that has transpired in my life, and look at the strength that I carry. Look at, my life experiences helping so many other people all around the world, and that allowed me to really say, you know what, you are blessed. You are truly blessed, because it was like yesterday I was going through so many emotional changes yesterday, and being able to feel people that was connected to my dad as well. It was my dad. People coming into my life telling me, Roslynn, you're not dealing with this alone. There are so many good things that is going on in your life. Is you're able to project towards other people that are allowing them to be able to heal through their life experiences, through the trauma they have been open to, that has been exposed to them. You know, that allow when you're allowing yourself to be strengthened by those tragedies, that's what they're there for. You have to be able to experience heartbreak for you to be able to value true love. You have to be able to experience self-hatred, for you to be able to value yourself. It's like all those different things. I was like, damn girl, I wasn't thinking about it like that. But then when I allowed myself to really see the unseen, when I allowed myself to look at it in an indirect way, it allowed me to say, even though this mess has happened in my life, look at all the blessings I have came upon just for me going through those tragedies. Look at the things that has made me an open book to a certain extent on being able to help others along the way when they're dealing with trauma they have carried for so many years. Allowing yourself not to be consumed by the things that has happened in your life, but allow that to be your stepping stone to get towards bigger and better. And then it was like I had to release that. That was something that I had cried so much about for the last umpteen years. And it was just like, I knew I was healed, but it was at that certain point I was healed, but I wasn't allowing myself to set that free, because these are the things I've carried along for so long, you know. And it's a beautiful thing when you can allow yourself to say, you know what, that certain situation really has hurt me, in ways to where you don't understand how people can become dark monsters like that. Like, how do you sleep at night? And a lot of times they're good, because when you're wounded, when you have to, a person is weak when they have to find their way of hurting somebody just for them to feel good. Allowing themselves to be, happy when they know they have broke somebody else down. That's not a strong person. That's not a positive person. But when I allow myself to be able to reflect on those type of tragedies that has came into my life and uplift me in so many different ways, because it allowed me to say, you know what, better is on this way, just because of how you're handling it. It could have went totally left. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like all the things that has transpired in my life. If you've been with me for a while, the things that I've gone through, the things that I had to really come to terms with and stuff like that. It wasn't easy. That was not an easy process. But then when I allow myself to really look at it in a positive viewpoint, these situations has empowered me for better. Being able to know not to put walls up, because I don't want to trust anybody, being able to open myself up to be hurt. But you can't allow yourself to be hurt if you don't bring that type of energy in. If somebody goes out their way, there's going to be, good people in your life that's going to hurt you. Y'all might not agree on everything, but if that person's meaning well, you might have, if you can come up and say, hey, you know what, this really hurt me. I don't know if you intentionally did this or didn't, and if y'all can come to terms with that and it doesn't happen again, at least you can be able to be vocal about certain situations that has really messed you up. But then if you sit up here and bring that towards somebody's attention for them to be able to open that again, first time is a mistake. The second time, that's, is making it a habit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a lot of things I had really had to reflect on in the last couple of days. As I'm helping other people, I'm helping myself as well. Not every day is going to be a positive day. I love to be able to make videos about positive things that are changing in your life, allowing you to look at them from a different perspective. Y'all, my bad, because it's like anytime it's noontime Saturday here, he's like horns go off, and I promise you, it makes me feel like I'm on 28 days later or 28 weeks later. I'm like, oh god dang, the zombie apocalypse is about to happen. So, but all those different things have went on in my life to where I can truly say, not just for the moment, but allowing myself to really see this. The end of the year is coming. All that negative stuff that has been exposed to you, you've been sinking in, you've been drowning in. They're telling, universe is telling you, look,
This is going to be a new year. This is how you view yourself as well as you view the world. If there's been people in your life that has constantly broke you down and beat you down, don't allow yourself separate yourself. These are not something that you need to hold on to. Don't never sit up here and sacrifice your love and happiness to appease somebody else, because if they're not giving you that in return, they don't need to be in your life. If they can't value you as a person that they can really value in your life, this, you shouldn't have to force somebody to do that. When you have to do that, it's time to part ways. And it's just like when I look at all the situations I've been placed in, especially from my toxic, relationship I was in, it allowed me to really love myself, and pray for my ex. Going through all these different things has really helped me, uplift me, as well as empower me in the most better, beautiful way. When I looked at certain things that has happened in my life, it really broke me down. But then I was allowing myself to know what the red flags was always there. you know um a lot of times when we go through toxic breakups, and make you look like there's something wrong with you, is maybe because there's something you didn't do, or maybe I didn't love this person enough, or maybe I didn't do this. It takes two to do that. If y'all aren't willing to fight for what y'all have, or trying to build together, as well as uplift each other, empower each other, support each other. Those are not the relationships that you need to be in. Those are not the relationships that you need to, hold on to. I remember I used to always think everything was my fault, but then I noticed there was always a pattern. And, it was like that with everybody that he came across that he dealt with on that way. So a lot of times we go through toxic situations will make you feel like, you're flawed in some kind of way, but people are the mirror effect of what they choose to tolerate, what they choose to accept, what they choose to partner up with. That's the reason why I'm by myself now, because if we're not equaling up on that daggone level, there ain't no reason for me to be with you. And it's a blessing that God has gave me that type of gift where I already see, okay, we're going either you're going to waste my time, I'm going to waste yours. So, I like to be able to network with people. I'm still going through my growth on a healing process. I know my soulmates out there. I know God's got me that way. But it's just like right now, that's not, when it's meant for me, it'll come to that time where it's totally meant for me. God will open the doors for that. But while I'm going through my process, it's not for me finding happiness and love on the exterior. You have to be able to love yourself on all different levels. Love yourself, and respect yourself. A lot of times, me as well as other people I've connected with went looking for happiness and love in the outside, where you trying to get it from other people. That's not where it's at. When a lot of times when you're like, oh, I'm tired of being by myself, I'm tired of being lonely, when you're on this quest of learning and achieving of yourself, there certain things will transpire in your life to where you have to be able to love those stages of yourself. Allow the emotional baggage that you have got from toxic relationships to heal. Allow yourself to know, um, to be able to know somebody on all levels before you give your all out to them. That was my bad. My part is when I used to go through things, and just because that person looked good, or they turned me on a certain way, I was being open to give myself out like that. And then when push came to shove, and when the light was really shed, then you started showing me you got these psycho tendencies, or you got some narcoleptic, narcissistic vibes that you've always had. But you had to be able to not study them, but allow yourself to get to know somebody on all different levels. See how they treat their mom, see how they treat their ex. If they're constantly putting that person down, or they don't respect their mom and stuff like that, they should tell you how they view you know view other people. Or even when it comes to a guy, you have to sit up here and see what kind of mentality she has, what kind of situation she's placed herself in, what kind of things that she has dealt with in the past before. You just never know until you open yourself to be able to learn somebody before you start giving away physical needs. All that, you have to be able to grow with that person. But it's just universe is really having us really heal, allowing things to come to the surface that is no longer needed, because they said 2020 is going to be your year. But for this to be your year, you can't be wanting to gravitate towards happiness and blessings, abundance, if you're still holding on to old baggage and insecurities and anything that was negative that consumed you in a different way. They want this for you. They've been sending signs these are for you. But until you allow yourself to heal and let go with anything that's no longer positively serving you, the only person that is stopping your growth and your blessings is you. Is you. So they want you to be able to heal from that. But I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. I hope y'all having a blessed, safe weekend. Be responsible for everything you do. I want to give a post notification shout out to Love, Live, and Sing Music. Hoang, um, Iha, TBD. I hope, yeah, women, TDB. I hope I pronounced your name right. And grow through the fire. Much love to you and welcome to the fam. The ones that's been here for a while and you just, dot down to say, hey, thank you. It's good to hear back from you. And I hope all is well. Like and subscribe, drop a line, share, give me a thumbs up, drop a line, let me know if you're resonating with these things that's going on right now. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that and hit the notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. And know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I will see you on my next video. And make sure you give out love, light, and positivity, as well as prosperity, frequency, love, and vibes. You never know, your kind words, wisdom, or whatever will take somebody a long way. So much love to you. Peace and be wild.